I tell some clown.
Eat it up, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how it come. Eat it up, no need to go down.
Till I come round, come for the 4 pound.
Eat it up, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how it come.
Sit down, me love how you perform. You grab me body, you never go scratch your palm. Wait, your pussy good, me never dead so long. Wait, your pussy good, if you put it in a song. Tell you what the man say, him better run. Come we fight for your pussy, old veteran. Watch how you step, land mine, set a pressure bomb. You just a make it sitting tough up and I never gang. Squeegee round and leave him alone. Shake your bum, see the shape of your round. Leave your panty, the G-string at home. Tell her come see me, come for the 4 pound. Me a cry, sign your tits. Touch it fine, bite your lips. Make you waistline, why not it? Don't waste time when I visit. Just come in and kiss me, no risky. She a said it that the jacket he go fit me. Disappear like when me little tricks. She a fight, but she did Lulu before 50. Come and make me pet a pussy Jimmy. Me I know your brother nothing no wrong if you feel it. It's your order, but me deliver peace. Skinny out like Victoria, could not keep the secret.
What is up, people? What is going on? Welcome back. We are here with another episode of the O.O.C. Bigger Ford and Roberto's in the house.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from JG, so hopefully he'll pull in. If not, hope he's okay. But we're gonna do what we do. Roberto, tell the people where you can find you, sir.
I know this is a little different because usually it's you and JG starting it up and I'm late. But, you know, things happen. You can find us here Wednesday nights, live, getting shit off our chests. My boy Bigger Ford Entertainment, JG Wonder is somewhere else. We don't know. And myself.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think we got a pretty good show for you tonight. Should be very interesting. I know I said I got some cop stuff to show, which I definitely got to show. But I know, and I'll show it early because I know Danny's not here yet. But this was Montreal.
Montreal this morning.
What up, Dewan? Well, watch this though, Roberto. Watch this. That's not all. Didn't it look like he like sprayed the half of that bottle in the dude's face?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little Montreal thing there. And it's good because JG's not here, so I could play that video as well.
At least he's alive.
What's that?
He's alive.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah. 100%. You know, if that was America, they would have dusted him. You know what I mean? Because you see, they tried to get him down on the...
Would have been no taser in his hand.
Facts. JG isn't here. I sent him the link. I haven't heard from JG. Maybe he's busy. Something came up. I don't know. But you know, if he can, he'll definitely pop in for sure. Definitely for sure. Got a couple of jokes, obviously. So let's go with this one.
I've hung out with black people before. Bro, you look like Aunt Jemima.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one last chance. All right, I'm on my lunch break right now. Don't make me call your parents.
You're quite hilarious. I have white parents, you f***tard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did they forget to put mirrors in the house? Oh! Because you're black. Yeah, very black. African American. Negro. Yeah, all of the above. This nigga must have forgot color mode was on or some shit. I swear to God, I'm not paying him to do this, Chad. He's just doing it. Let me ask you something. You talk about getting adopted by this Caucasian couple like it's a flex. Doesn't that just mean you got abandoned at spawn? I mean, let's really talk about it. They practically abandoned you like a wild Pokemon. So, like, what orphanage did your white parents choose to adopt you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, Ethiopia.
Oh my God, it just keeps getting better. You're an immigrant? Holy shit. Wait, so you are one of those starving kids in those UNICEF commercials that they used to put on TV back in the day? Shit is a scam, chat. They told me to donate $1 a day, save a child's life. Look at this. Look at how my dollar ends.
Where'd you find that?
Probably on Instagram. Fucking hilarious, eh? All right. Got another one for you guys. Never go to the zoo. Didn't show up. Hold on. There we go.
Yo, when that thing backed up, I done would have left long time, boys.
Me
Why
too.
you backing up? What are you
Yeah,
do?
me
Say
too.
hello?
Me too, Roberto. Me too. I would not have let that shit get to all that far before I backed up, you know? Now, I do think it probably took a crap because it looked like they blanked it out. So probably didn't just fart. It took a crap as well. But yeah, I wouldn't have stayed there to find out. I'd have been like, nope, I'm good. One more.
He didn't.
Oh, I wish this thing would.
Kabaka? No.
There we go.
Let's go. A big kabaka? No, he didn't get it the first time. One more. A big kabaka? Nah, he got it. Throw the towel. He's down. I got dinner. What we having? Ground chicken. Because it's on the ground. What you doing? Fight. Pow. Good night. He is done. Everybody come look at this. Come on. Gather around. Willie done came through stunting. He done rented something from Whips and White Girls on Water. Yeah, we'll be blessed, and you be careful out here, okay? Vim. Skablooski. Yeah, you done hurt the whip and the white girl. Shout out to Randy for working out in his 50s, man. He getting himself together. He just wanted... Skip. Uh-oh. Randy, are you okay? Randy, are you okay? Are you okay, Randy? Randy, are you okay? Randy, are you okay? Are you okay, Randy? Look, he out of there. Skablooski, now what did you learn? Oh, I bang my hip. Oh, I hit my kung pao on the ground. Now you gonna hoop or you gonna go back to math? I go back to math. What you doing? That's so racist. I'm sorry. You can hoop.
I actually have one more to play because if I don't play it, Eli is going to piss me off today. So hold on. What happened there? Okay, there we go. 1 second. Oh Lord. Let me see something. Make sure everything is cool. Okay. Gotta be careful when you're sharing the screen on Twitter. You know what I mean? Share screen. X. Right there. And here we go. Hey Eli, if I get copyright stricken for this song, I'm gonna blame you, eh?
Well, you're a fake thinking you can make Canada your 51st state. You're a spoiled little brat used to getting his way. But we ain't your daddy giving money up for free. Your war on trade is a big mistake, but somebody's gotta put you back into your place. Break off, kick rocks, buddy. Break off, kick rocks, buddy.
Rocks. What the fuck is that?
Talking about Donald Trump, I'm guessing. But I mean, at the same time, who says kick rocks?
Frig off, kick rocks. What does that mean?
That's not Canadian slang, homeboy. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's not how we do it over here. Definitely,
You like American, right?
Typical Canadian shorts in the snow with alcohol. Wait, who? What?
Because our liquor, our alcohol has liquor
No.
in it.
No. It does, Roberto. But hold on. Let me just bring this up one more time. And hold on. What color is he, Eli? That's exactly it. we ain't doing that. All right. So I'm just saying. Danny.
Black folk in the house smoking a split.
Facts. When it's cold outside, we are here chilling. Danny, this isn't for you, brother, but You know, I seen some I seen some cop stuff and I was like, oh, I definitely gotta show this. And then I remember there was two of them. So we're gonna get into this one first. And I want to hear what Roberto has to say about this. All right. And I wish Donnie was here to say something about this too, because this, wait till you hear the end results of it, Roberto. All right. So let's go.
No way. What? You gotta be kidding me. Excuse me. What are you doing?
I'm giving you a ticket.
For what?
For one, you're parked illegally, and two, your lights aren't on.
You can clearly see I'm a police officer. I'm here on official police business.
What does that mean?
It means I'm on police business. I can park wherever I want.
No, you're parked illegally. You don't have your lights on. How are you at a call? Your lights aren't on.
They don't always need to be on.
When did that happen?
Why would
Because you said you were at a call. You were on a
official
call.
police business?
No, you just.
So first off, this is why I want Donnie to be here, because I want to know, like, she's giving the cop a ticket for illegally parking. I guess you can do that if you're doing your job, but is it the smartest thing to do?
You're asking for trouble, kind of, I think.
You're damn right for that, Roberto. Watch.
That's the one I would drive past and tell my boss, was I supposed to give a cop a ticket?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about this one, you know? And we already know she ain't working with the right color, right? So
No, you said you got a call.
I said I was on official police business.
Oh, what does that mean?
Exactly what I said. Official police business.
Okay, sir, just let me do my job, okay?
You're not giving me a ticket.
Yes, I am.
You're not. You can't do. I'm
CA
clearly a
police
officer.
exempt from
We're on the
parking
same side.
citations,
You're
license
parked
plate, and
illegally.
state exemption.
That does not give you a right, because you're a police officer, to park illegally.
They can park where they want to for surveillance.
I was on official.
Yeah, but he looked like he
I
was going for
understand what
coffee,
you're saying,
Eli.
But you are parked illegally. Your lights aren't on. When you're at official police business, your lights are supposed to be on.
Look, I get this little power trip you're on. I don't know what you went through
I'm
or
just
what
doing
got
my
you
job.
here. Now that you have this little bit of power, you think you're being exercising on it. But I promise you're exercising it on the wrong person.
I'm just doing my job.
You're not doing your job. If you were doing your job, you would have left the police car alone. Clearly, I'm a police officer. Clearly, this is a police car. You have no reason to be issuing me a ticket.
Each of your users is unique. Their security should be too.
It's okay. I'll skip a bit so far because
Zone phaser,
she gives him the ticket.
groundbreaking solution delivering unprecedented attack surface reduction. Find out.
And he arrests her?
Yeah. But wait till you see how he does it, though, Roberto. All right. So
Okay.
she gives a ticket. All right. She walks away. Now, obviously, this video cuts for a bit. He gets in his car. Right, and then he gets out. So
Remember me? I just got a call over the radio. Suspect impersonating a parking enforcement officer. Sound familiar?
No, you didn't.
What have you really been up to?
I'm working.
Working. Is this
Like
a weapon?
you're doing.
You see this? Is this a weapon? I like your precious computer now.
Okay, was that necessary?
Absolutely. Impersonating a law enforcement officer is a big problem in my book. Hey, do not touch that.
oh, I think the man, the myth is in the house.
No, I don't.
Negro, I was knocked the fuck out.
What up, dude?
I had a
What's up,
field day
dude?
with the kid today, man. Then we went to the park. I was so hot and tired.
Oh, it's okay, brother. If you couldn't have made it, it was all good. You know what I mean?
Oh, I had every plan to make it, but just
could get some
alarm went off.
rest.
My body wasn't moving with it.
Life gets in the way, yo.
Yeah,
I'm telling
100%, bro. You know what I mean? Especially when you're doing with the kids and dealing with the kids.
Fam first. Fam
Always.
first.
For sure.
Always family first. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, JG. So we started doing this little video here.
Oh, look at the timing, Nzo. Look who else showed up.
Oh,
What up,
Donnie. What's up, brother?
Maybe we should rewind for Danny.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, so we're gonna rewind the video, Danny, unless you've seen it. No, I think you probably just popped in. But yeah, we're gonna rewind. And JG just came in too, guys. So we're gonna rewind it up a little bit. Danny, tell us what you think about this. All right, for real though. He said no. Okay, no, you didn't see it. Okay, tell us what you think about this.
Excuse me.
He said,
What are you doing?
You don't have to. No. I want to hear this one. The next one you probably won't want to hear about, but this
For one, you're parked illegally, and two, your lights aren't on.
You can clearly see I'm a police officer. I'm here on official police business.
What does that mean?
Because I'm on police business. I can park wherever I want.
No, you're parked illegally. You don't have your lights on. How are you at a call? Your lights aren't on.
They don't always need to be on.
So, Danny, that's what I wanted to ask you. The ticket, the woman giving the cop a ticket. What are, like, I know Eli said there are some laws where they can get away with it, but are they allowed to give you guys tickets like that? All right. Curious. Let's continue.
When did that happen?
Why would my lights need to be on?
Because you said you were at a call. You were on a
official
call.
Police business.
No,
Don't
you
put words into my mouth.
No, you said you got a call.
I said I was on official police business.
Oh, what does that mean?
Exactly what I said. Official police business.
Okay, sir, just let me do my job.
So it looked like he was getting a coffee, so that could be official police business, right? But anyways, she walks away. He gets in his car. This is what happens a few seconds later. Did Danny say anything yet? No, he didn't. Danny said probably F this. I don't hear this.
Remember me? I just got a call over the radio. Suspect impersonating a parking enforcement officer. Sound familiar?
No, you didn't.
What have you really been up to?
I'm working.
Working. Is this
Like
a weapon?
you're doing.
Let's see this. Is this a weapon?
Nah, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
Computer now.
Okay, was that necessary?
Absolutely.
Don't they have full immunity now?
Impersonating a law enforcement officer.
Maybe.
Big problem in my book.
Yeah.
Hey, do not touch that.
What are you gonna do?
You have any more weapons on you?
No, I don't.
Where are you coming from? What's really going on with you?
I'm working. I'm a parking meter.
What were you doing?
Writing tickets. You know because you got one.
You've got one more chance to tell me the truth.
Can't you see all the tickets?
Hold on. Danny came in with something. He said, we can't break the law unless it's an emergency. And even in those situations, we have to use due care. Okay. So she wasn't wrong in giving him a ticket then, if that's what you're saying, right? Interesting.
This was a fake machine as far as I'm concerned. And you're a fake enforcement.
Whatever. What do you want?
I want to know what you're up to.
Get in trouble for you breaking my machine.
So make a long story short, they have a big talk and then he arrests her.
For what?
Turn around.
For what?
You're under arrest.
For what?
Hands behind your back.
For what? For what?
Impersonating a parking officer.
That's just the rules. That's just the rules. Why are you arresting me?
Because you fit the description of a suspect that's impersonating.
All right.
Wow.
So she gets her. Yeah. He said, oh, yeah, she's fine. Okay, Danny, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Because you said that. Don't go nowhere. Because I'm going to ask you guys, both of you guys, JJ and Roberto, what do you think the outcome of this case is?
I don't think it's filed. I think they settled. I think they settled something.
JG
something was settled.
Something. Roberto?
I think she got reprimanded or something.
And what do you think happened to him?
Nothing. Probably got suspended or got a talking to or written up. Some shit.
So she's in the back of the car. She's crying. Danny said, oh, yeah, he's fired, right? She's in the back of the car crying. The police officer was ultimately cleared of wrongdoing after a 2-week paid leave absence. Hold on.
I guess I was kind of right.
The meter maid in question.
Wow.
A 6-week suspension.
No pay.
Exactly. 6 weeks suspension without pay for being arrested due to city policies.
Wow.
Am I surprised? Am I
He
surprised?
said
I
he's
am.
fired, not her. That is a case of pissing off the police. Yeah, 100%. What part of the country is that in? He says, send me the link. All right, Danny, I got you.
It's got to be somewhere up north or East Coast.
I'm going to see if I can find out where the link is. Danny, check Twitter. It's coming now. I'll find you. Go ahead. What are your thoughts, JG?
Man, you know, we always say, I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm still surprised. Right? You're like, damn, 6 weeks for doing her job?
Without
That is
pay.
crazy. Without pay, that is crazy.
And he arrested her saying that he got a call that someone was impersonating a ticket meter person. So
They
he
just
made
happened to be
that
the
up.
one that gave him a ticket. Okay. So did they ever find a person, or they just sticking it on her?
Just sticking it on her, bro.
Man, that's some man.
Roberto.
That call never came in.
No, it never
I
came
don't think
in.
it did.
I don't think it came in. He lied.
And he got off.
And he got off. Yeah.
So what does that say?
For real. Let me see if I could tell. No, it doesn't say where it is.
This should be part of the what is normal segment.
It's definitely not normal. What's up, Donnie? How you doing, brother?
It seems to be normal in the U.S. What up, D?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? So that right there was bad, because that right there is what give good cops bad reputation. That cop
100%.
I guarantee he fabricated that. There is no way he got that call in. He got mad because that lady called him out on the letter of the law, and he was like he was drinking coffee, probably getting donuts, falling into that doggone stereotypical thing that people have. That's why I don't eat donuts in uniform to this day. I will not eat donuts in uniform because of some bull crap like that right there. Now I will say, to play devil's advocate, you got to pick your battles. I wouldn't pick that battle.
Agreed.
She should have gone with even though she was right to the letter of the law. You see firsthand she got the short end of the stick. But whoever that chief is, if he withheld that, whoever withheld that, they all should be fired, or at the very least, they should be suspended 6 weeks out there, because by the letter of the law, she didn't do anything wrong if he was not there on official business, because we can't park in a fire lane or a handicap park unless there is a legitimate call at that place. Go there. I don't seen officers chastised, and our sheriff, look, was you on there on the call? No. Why are you parking the handicap? Why are you parking the fire? You can't break the law and then expect to enforce it. So if he was there on legitimate, he was right. Just because you're there, you don't have to have your lights on. Your lights mainly is for like emergency or to deter traffic if it's a traffic. But if you get to the place, you don't have to have your lights on.
Okay.
That is true. But if it's like an emergency, then that's when you use your lights and siren to get to the place in a fast manner. But you still have to use due care. If you don't use due care, when they go back and play the video footage and you cause a wreck, you get in charge. But that's bullcrap right there. That right there makes me mad when cops do that crazy stuff. Because I guarantee you, he ain't got what she should do. She should FOIA. That stands for Freedom of Information Act. FOIA records to 911 calls to see whether or not he did in fact get a call. If he didn't get a call to fit in that description, you got that town by the balls.
Yeah, right. Because she definitely, like, let's say, even like you said, even if she did, like, they didn't get that call, she can take legal actions, right?
Yes, and I guarantee you, it's something the policy talking about making up false calls and stuff. She should get a copy of that police department's policy book, take it to an attorney, have that attorney subpoena either FOIA the phone records for the dispatch, because dispatch have to get all that stuff on something called a CAD, and that keeps track of all your calls. And you can also ask for the phone calls. If you call into dispatch, if dispatch calls you or you call into dispatch, it's recorded.
I got you.
And you get those tickets, and if there ain't no call coming in about somebody suspicious being a meter maid, she got them.
Okay, so let's say by chance, Danny, that there was a call, right? That there was a suspicious meter maid going on.
You know what I think what happened? He had one of his buddies call it in to cover him.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I guarantee you, if somebody call in, it's somebody he told to call in.
That's crazy. Roberto, any more
I don't
thoughts?
believe that. I don't believe that. There.
I'm more curious to know why she was suspended 6 weeks.
They said why, because it said because she violated a policy. Sometimes you get like certain charges, you can't be a police officer. Now they just made this law, which I think is crazy in South Carolina. If you have a student loan, it's not if it's not in good standing, they won't hire you in certain positions.
Really?
One has nothing to do with the
Student
other.
loan?
Student loans now. Trump is going crazy about those student loans now. If you're not up to par and on there, there's certain state jobs you cannot get if your student loans is in the rear.
Damn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying with her job, because it says here that if you get, of course, arrested on the job, then you're suspended. But I mean,
if I get a DUI or I have domestic violence, I will automatically lose my license. I mean, if DUI, you lose your license. You can't be a police officer in South Carolina without a license. It's impossible. So you're gonna lose your job that way. And second, if you get a domestic violence offense or a felony offense, then you can't be a police officer.
Wow. So if I came down there, you know what I mean, and we're smoking some weed, that's a felony offense for you, right?
No. Smoking weed is not. But I'm saying
Okay.
if you right now it's illegal in South Carolina. So if you first thing you're gonna do is test you. If you get in your system, you ain't getting hired, bro. Unless you can prove that you have some kind of doctor's excuse for that. But then that's gonna be hard because how can you be on that? Because you're gonna be impaired.
I got you.
By the law. So it's crazy. Because that's one of the big questions we're asking now. If they legalize marijuana and cops can use it, then how are you going to enforce if you're impaired? I don't know how they're going to do that. It's crazy.
If you're already a cop and you smoke it, you could lose your job? Get caught smoking?
It depends on your policy.
Okay. Yeah, like where you are in South Carolina.
Yeah, if you're right now, you smoke weed now, you going boop.
Wow.
That's why I watch where I go, because you can get that secondhand contact. I don't eat bagels with that poppy seed because sometimes the poppy seeds can show up in your. If you take random, they give us random urine tests all the time.
Wow. He said Texas is banning recording police even from your own property. I sent you the link info. I'll definitely check that out, Eli. I want to get to this next one. I want to hear what you guys think about.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Everybody got iPhones, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I do.
If you record, if me and you talking on the phone and you hit record, it'll tell you on your phone that you're being recorded. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. iPhone ain't no joke.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? So you'll know right away that
in South Carolina, only one person has to know. Some states, both people got to know. But in South Carolina, it's only one person.
I got you. Watch this one, guys.
Oh, Lord. He say, Judge? Yeah, he in trouble.
Hey, good morning.
Well, I seen this one.
You seen this one, Roberto?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, in 2025, women can drive nice cars,
And this is your car?
Yes. Officer, it is.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? You live in this neighborhood.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
This is your car.
What kind of car is it? I can't tell.
I don't know either.
What are you adding?
Is it a Mercedes?
Firearms, illegal contraband, drugs in this vehicle I need to be made aware of?
That would be a no.
Well, you hesitated.
Because.
You sure about that?
Ah, these damn ads.
L'excitation d'avant-match et un écran tactile facile.
This got to be staged.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I'm
really?
very sure. I don't know why you would even think that.
No, this went viral. This wasn't staged,
so
Danny.
what is it about
my nice car or me that would suggest that I have those things.
Well, you're driving very suspiciously. That's why I pulled you over. The speed limit's 35 and you were doing 30. So that makes me question a lot.
A whole 5 miles below?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, you got to slow down to brake or maybe make a turn or something. That's suspicious.
I think you saw me and got nervous.
Surprise. Really? What would make me nervous?
If you're hiding something, obviously. License and registration, please.
Okay, that's what I was waiting on you to ask. Okay. So, here's my license. Probably should have asked that before you assumed that.
Ma'am, I'll ask the questions, okay? And this vehicle's registered to you.
Did I just give?
So they have that little exchange. He goes back, he checks it, he comes back.
Reckless driving, endangering those around you. You're going too slow.
5 miles less than the. Okay. And I endangered people? Okay, but too slow. Okay, and you know, power doesn't come in a uniform. It really comes from what you know.
That's an interesting statement, ma'am. And what I do know is I have not searched this entire vehicle.
Hey,
You have a broken taillight, ma'am. That's another citation.
What are you doing?
It's illegal to be driving around with a broken taillight.
Yeah, after you broke it.
I did not break it. I'm trying to keep the speed safe.
Actually, are you kidding me?
Wow.
You know what? Intentional damage, intentional property damage is a misdemeanor. You want me to read you the statute?
Why are you dressed like that? Why are you wearing a robe?
Surprise, judge.
I'm not a judge. I'm a police officer.
Not you, me. How about that?
You're a judge.
No, I just wearing this robe because I have nothing else to do.
Well, you don't act like a judge, and you definitely don't look like a judge.
Yeah, what do they look like?
Not you.
Oh, not me? What do they look like? I don't look like a judge? Well, guess what? I am one, and I'm on my way to work now. But you know what? I've sentenced more men with better discipline than you. You'll be standing when I walk in court. Surprise.
Ma'am, what?
Oh, hold on.
Why didn't you just lead with telling me that you were a judge?
This is staged, bro.
It sounds staged to me, man.
Ain't no way that man that stupid. We don't care.
I've never. Now, Danny, you know more than we would. Do judges drive to the job with the robes on?
They can, but that is staged.
I've never seen a judge ride with a robe on.
Let me tell you. Real talk. If you're gonna do something stupid like that, your camera's off.
Breaking out, breaking. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we carry. We carry. Go ahead.
Ain't no way. Ain't no doubt in my mind that stage. He cannot be that stupid to talk that way, use all that racism, saying that crazy stuff he's saying, breaking the light on camera.
Oh, he tried to cover it. You didn't see?
I saw him trying to cover it, but we get the inference. It's inferred that he did it. If he did that on camera, he is the stupidest cop I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I can see that. Eli sent something.
He needs to go to jail.
I'm saying, hold
you
on.
know, but I've seen not to be harsh or anything, but I've seen cops shoot people and get off. So, how much worse is it to break a taillight opposed to killing somebody?
I know we've seen it across the country, Roberto, but I'm telling you, and I'm going on 30 years. I've never seen that kind of blatant racism.
Even in North Carolina?
I live in South Carolina. I've never seen that.
Isn't the North a little more racist than the South? Well, actually,
no.
It's a reverse, right?
South racism everywhere, but I've never seen that. I know it's out there. I'm not stupid enough to say it's not, but I've never seen anybody that I know personally be that stupid and that racist on camera. I've never seen that.
Did you see the other video where a cop pulled over an undercover cop?
Yeah.
I
The
saw the
black
one
undercover
where
cop.
Yeah, was that staged as well? You think?
I didn't see that, but I saw the one.
That didn't look staged at all.
I saw the one in Canada when that guy was in Canada and when he FBI or something like that, and the two cops from Detroit or somebody stopped him. Wasn't that Canada? He was in Canada somewhere.
Oh, you're the black guy you're talking about, and he was
Yeah.
an FBI. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if it was Canada. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I don't think that was staged. They just now there's some stupid racism out there now. That's why I'm asking what part of the country this is in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying something like, and I don't want to be stereotype, but Mississippi, Alabama, South Texas, I'm like, okay, but that right there, bro, that's crazy to
You
me.
can get that question posed to you while you're driving in this neighborhood.
No, the posing thing, but like I'm talking about the part we're talking about. You don't look like a judge. Judges don't look like. The minute I saw that robe, you can see if he's looking down right. You're trained to be looking. I would see the person on a robe.
And wouldn't you? Because I always ask this question when I seen the video too. I thought it was real too. I'll say that. I know this video. And I'll read this article because it says it's kind of fake there. But I always said, like, if you pulled up her name, wouldn't her name say she was a judge?
No.
Not
necessarily.
Oh, really?
Usually now the judge has special kind of tags that'll say something like judge, magistrate, whatever. I've seen judges have that. Just like if you're in a certain branch of the military, they have the different branches on there. Or if you're a disabled veteran or a Purple Heart recipient, they have some of those specialized tags. I don't know whether she's a magistrate judge, which is like the lower judge, or she's a circuit court judge. Those like the ones that handle the big cases. But usually, not all of them, but sometimes they'll have something that says judge or something on the tag. But apparently she didn't have that.
I got you. Because it says here it says, however, further inspection of the video revealed it was staged. A logo on the door of the police cruiser seen in the video read City of Sunny Springs, State of Florida. We found no proof in government archives or online map services that the city of Sunny Springs exists in Florida, nor that it had a police force. The logo was an almost exact copy of the logo for Quincy Police Department in Washington State. The video was recorded in Miami, Florida. Another stage video with a similar plot line posted in 2023 was filmed in the exact same location. Additional one view of the car after the broken glass sounds shows that the taillight is intact. Interesting.
Yeah.
It could be. I know that first one with the ticket. I know that one was real because she was in the back of the car, right? You could see her in the back of the car and she's crying and stuff. Watch, like, you know what I mean? Like she's in the back of the police car right now, so you kind of know that's real. But
And
could
then
be possible.
I believe that's show the other one.
The other one, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, just a still shot of it. I want to look at his. See, now they got real cameras because Axon is a real body camera. We starting to go to that, but usually it's AXXON, and that's usually, and then usually it has the officer name on it. So that might be indicated as might not, because usually have like the date, the time, whatever camera it is, and then it usually have the officer's name. So if it goes to court, you can know this was Officer Nzo, Officer Roberto, Officer JG, Officer Graham. But that just got a number on there, and that looks very strange to me to be a badge number. So that kind of makes me believe that maybe it's not truly authentic. Now the other one, I didn't see whether they had a name on it or not.
The other one, hold on. The other one has the same AXON body for. This one has it.
I don't know.
I know how I could figure it out because I follow this guy here, the civil rights lawyer, and he always has like body cam footage. So let's see if we can find one with a good.
Yeah, his channel's usually pretty legit, so that one might be real.
Yeah. No, this wasn't, but the one we got wasn't from his channel though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me see. You see, so he has body cam footage, but there's nothing there.
Yeah,
on top.
usually most body cams that I've seen, it has like the officer's name or to have their car number or something like that. See that right there? No, see, I've never seen that.
Okay, but this is the legit channel though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, he like everything he does, and he'll show you articles and the police report and everything. And this body cam footage has the same kind of thing.
We use L3, so it may be different, but most of them I've seen to have your name on because that can identify to the jury if they're watching it as in fact your body camera. But hold on.
I got you. Interesting. Roberto, what are your thoughts? You think it's real?
When I first watched it, her demeanor, I didn't even really study how stupid the cop was because I'm kind of used to seeing that shit. But her demeanor kind of made me say, well, when you know you're right, you get a little bullface.
And if you have power too,
like some questions be posed like, what's your name, your badge number, and stuff like that. So there's repercussions, like the same way when that cop got pulled over, that black cop, he went off.
Yeah.
And at the end, they tried to say, well, why didn't you say you were a cop? Well, you can't be treating people like that to find out that they're a cop and then treat them civilized.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. That's exactly what they would have did. You know what I mean? What about you, JG? Did you think it was real or fake?
I thought at first it might have been real because she did sound kind of drunk for a second. I thought maybe that's why he was pulling her over. Then the more they got to talking, I'm like, nah, that don't seem. It just something just seemed off about the whole thing.
I got
right.
you.
So
Because if it was like for real, I would have sent it to you to say, let's talk about it on the show. I don't think I said that.
I don't remember if you sent it to me.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It didn't really capture me because I didn't feel the end ended the way it should have ended.
No, I got you. Did a cop arrest a park in the first? We're going around the video showing a cop and threatening a park enforcement officer is fake. Yeah, but I don't know where you're getting these like little things from. Like I don't know what these sites are, Eli. Like you're just sending me these sites. I don't know how legit these sites are. They could be freaking from cop sites telling you that it's fake, but it's real. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I would definitely have to do my own research on those ones to find out. But I know anyone you watch from the law firm, that one I just showed you, those are real.
Remember that saying, if it don't make sense, it don't make dollars, or something like
that?
Yeah.
Don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah.
No, if it doesn't make sense, it makes dollars.
Facts.
Total role reversal, man.
So Danny and JG, since you guys are here, I showed it early, but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna show it for you guys because I said I'm glad you guys weren't here when I originally showed it, but I'm gonna show it. All right.
What's happening in Montreal this morning?
Let me just mute this music because it's annoying.
This is in Canada?
Wow.
Yes, Montreal.
On that one John back there kind of thick.
I ain't joking, no.
That one right there, boy. Hold on.
Listen, Montreal got some women, you know.
Oh, I believe it.
I got that little fool. 4 people can't handle him?
They can't handle him, Danny.
Y'all have tasers there?
Oh, yeah. Wait, watch. You can see.
That's what I've done. You been riding. Oh, Lord. Pepper spray. He's shaking that off.
Yeah, you can get him again.
Oh, no. I got to shoot that dude.
Yeah.
I'm
now,
shooting.
you can't do that right there because you can catch that sucker on fire. You cannot do that in the United States.
Oh, what do you mean? Pepper spray and then use a taser?
There's alcohol in it.
Or you could just pull out a gun and shoot him.
which is what they usually do in America.
No.
because
sorry,
if
Daddy,
you-
it's been a minute, huh?
There's
But-
2% of the population that don't affect. That's
yeah.
documented.
No, but I think he was kind of like, very light skinned, dark. But the point of the end of the video is he's going to the hospital, but he's alive. You know what I mean?
Oh
and
my
that's
Lord.
Go back and watch my streams. I always said the cops will beat your ass, but at least you'll live.
This is the truth. I've been policing for close to 30 years. I've only tased somebody one time in 30 years.
Really?
And that's not shooting with the prongs. That's dry stunning. That's only because the individual wouldn't get in the car. So you don't have to tase people. Now I shot somebody one time, but he was coming after me with a knife. Other than that,
Oh yeah, I remember that video.
You don't have to. So some of these people, like some people in any profession, they're quick to do stuff. One thing we was talking about today, if you're scary, there's a difference in being scared and scary. If you are a scary person by nature, you do not need to be a police officer, but they are hiring a lot of scary people. That's why these people are getting scary. And you add racism and you add attitude, that's a bad recipe. So
yeah,
I don't know how you're gonna fix that, because right now there's a time when I was in law enforcement, the application drawer would be full. Now we're lucky to get 4 good applicants a year.
Really?
Yep.
Nobody wants to be a cop because it's dangerous. You know what I mean?
Not even dangerous. I mean, people don't believe. Like we had a case. I can't get too deep into it, but it's a jury of 12, and we had it came to I forgot what they call it. Well, it wasn't unanimous. And when they did the count, it was 7 people that believed the cops and 5 that didn't.
Wow.
And they said the reason why, I don't believe cops. They all criminals.
Wow. Wow.
That is true. I'm like, bro, how are we gonna? And some of it, we have video, even with video footage now, people still aren't believing we doctor it. You did something to it. You can't doctor it. I don't know about other part, but our video footage you cannot doctor it. Once that thing is locked in, it's on the server. You cannot doctor it. You can view it a bunch of times, but you can't doctor it.
Can't change it. Does anybody have access to do that?
Maybe the company.
The
company ain't ruining their reputation.
Yeah. I meant like a high, like
nobody
directive.
In that department that can go in there and delete nothing. You can't.
I got you. That's crazy. Well, guys, I know Eli's in there saying that one was fake too with the officer. Could be. Who knows? You know what I mean?
But the one in Canada?
The one in Canada is definitely real. That one is real. But the ticket officer, he said that's not legit either. But I mean, if it isn't, it isn't.
I'm just saying
they're both fake.
Yeah, he's saying they're both fake now.
I don't know about the first one. I'm just saying that's kind of like the saying when you poking the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of poke the bear a little.
Yeah.
I would have done it. I mean,
yeah. And that's what I'm saying too, because even when I seen the cop break the ticket meter thing, I was like, that's on camera, so there's no way you should get off of that. You know what I mean?
No. You ever seen that one, Nzo, Roberto? The guy, it's a trooper. I think he's from like New Hampshire somewhere, and he wrote this guy a ticket, and the guy just spazzing out, and cursing and that kind of stuff. And the officer is talking so nice. Yes, I'm sorry, you can't do this.
That big old buff officer.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
he knew he was on camera. That's why he was infuriating the guy. And at the end, when he gave the guy a ticket, the guy balled it up and threw it down in front of the officer, and the officer got him for littering on top of that. When you on that camera, man, you ain't doing nothing silly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because not only that, he threw the paper out and he said, "Oh, you missed a piece right there." That shit, he rolled.
Because that went viral, buddy.
They met each other afterwards. They had a conversation about it. And the cop was a cool guy. He was doing the job.
Yep.
And it's funny too, because even though when I remember one time I was telling you I was gonna play one of a good cop, right? Like there was something with this daughter and the mother. They were having an argument. Mother was kicking her out the house, and the cops came in to like make sure, get her out safely and everything. Everything was okay. And this girl just was going off. Fuck you, fat bastard. Like she went off. And I'm telling you, this cop, it took him at least an hour before and I can't remember what she did. I think she's like trying to get back into the house and then she pushed him and then he arrested her. He's like, okay, now you're going to jail, right? But before that, oh my God, he took so much abuse from
I've done that before.
Even to where I was like, yo, shut her up. You know what I mean?
I've done that for about 30 minutes. And then when it came back to my chief, like, why'd you do that, Danny? I said, because he was the daddy of another cop. He said, I don't matter. So I try to look out for the cops. I mean, if it's something that I can help, I'm going to help. But if it's something I can't, I'm not risking my career to help nobody. But a lot of people, and I try to teach this to the younger cops, the law books in South Carolina have two keywords, must and may. If it says you must do something, then I'm doing it because I'm not risking my career for nobody. But if it says may, then that gives you a little bit of wiggle room and you can use a little bit of officer discretion. Some cops, they don't see may, they see must.
And everything is just must, right?
Yeah. Because you're going to have a wife one day and you're going to have children one day. Your children and your child or your children and your wife might do something crazy. Then you all on that must, then guess what? Them cops gonna remember that. Oh, you remember when you stopped my wife and you didn't do this? So you gotta remember.
100%. Before we get into the next one, I had this little one. Now I know everybody has, kids and wifeys and all of that. I don't know if you have this guy's situation, but tell me if y'all can relate to this.
Off when I come home to my house and I look on the counter and I see cinnamon buns that my daughter made last night with a note, don't eat. Are you kidding me? Why can't I eat? This is my house. This is my kitchen counter. These are my cinnamon buns. That's my saran wrap you use to cover the cinnamon. That's my memo pad that you use to make the note. That's my pen that you use to write don't eat. It gets better. You open the refrigerator, they got their names on different food. This is Victoria's, this is Michael's. Daddy, do not eat this. What am I, an animal? This is my house. I can eat whatever I want. Anything under this roof is mine. You got that? When you get your own apartment, I'm going to come to your apartment. I'm going to eat everything in sight and put little post-its. Look what Daddy ate. That's what ticks me off.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds like he been eating everything in the past. That's what they're doing that. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yo, but to be honest with you, I don't know if you ever went to the fridge because you were like, oh man, I had this little thing in there and you're ready for it. And then it was gone.
Mouth was set for it and everything. After a long day, you just want that one, like, man, I can't wait to get home and eat this. Make the whole day feel better. And it's gone. Oh, the rest of your day's going to shit after that.
I'm going to tell you what I hate. I love Frosted Flakes. When I put a Frosted Flakes in the bowl and look in the refrigerator, there ain't no milk.
And there's no milk?
Boy, you talking about sad? Man, what the blankety
I
blank.
will say, my wife does bake cakes on the side, so she'll say, hey, don't eat this cake. It's for somebody. Okay, I get that. But you better not put no name on no shit in that refrigerator, because that's just teasing me to eat it, because I'm going to eat it.
I'm going to tell you one thing. You better not make no chocolate cake. I don't care who you make it for. I'm getting the icing.
Wow.
That's my favorite, boy. Chocolate cake.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Wife got to make two then, eh, Danny?
You better, because I'm going to get one. Don't let it be hot out the oven, too.
Roberto, you have any experience with that?
Man, I had a cake made for me. I said I'm going to have a piece in the morning, got up and saw an empty container.
Woo, boy. I know that made you mad.
The cake was made for me. Banana cake made for me. And all I heard how good it was.
Oh, yeah.
You know? God forbid I eat something in the fridge that's not mine. Oh, Oh, God doesn't care.
Boy, Roberto, I'd have been, but they would not like me for about 2 days. It's my cake too. Oh yeah.
So I'm not really a sweets guy, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
there's times when you want it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like banana cake
100%.
with a nice glass of milk, you know, the end of the
Mm-hmm.
night.
But
Well,
isn't
mine.
that always how it is when you want it? That's when it's
Mm-hmm.
gone. Like it could be
Yep.
sitting there for like a few days. No one's
Mm-hmm.
gonna touch it. And then
You
when you
know, only
decide you're
because you
gonna
want
go
it.
eat it,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Then you're gonna decide you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go eat it, and it's like, yo, what happened to the
Another
cake? It's
another
gone.
thing, man, too, is ice cream. Oh my goodness. My
What the kill?
grandson, he
Uh-huh.
don't. Boy, if you don't get ice cream in the first day or two, you're gonna be in trouble because he done eat it, boy. I never see a little boy eat ice cream like he eat it.
I
I
think
didn't eat it, Grandpa. You lying? Yes, you did.
Oh wow, that's funny. All right, guys. Next topic is what is normal? Roberto, you start this one off.
That was actually that used to be my show. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be endless material for that show right now because I don't even hear that word being used anymore, let alone to know what the definition of it is.
You don't hear normal used anymore?
I don't hear people say anything about normal because everything's accepted now. You can't even separate to say, hey, that's not normal. Oh, you're judging. You're whatever label they put on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're a homophobe. Yeah.
So right now, I run with the label I'm weird.
So what you're basically saying is you don't hear it because everything is normal.
Everything's normal. You're fat shaming, you're race shaming, you're just shaming. Like, you know, there's some people who shouldn't wear certain clothes. It's not normal. But yet they walk around like it's normal. What the fuck? You know what I mean, Nzo? I know you feel me, man.
We had this discussion about 3 days ago. That bathing suit should go to a particular size and stop.
Okay, wait, but when you say bathing suits, do you mean like just the bikini ones?
I'm just letting whatever you want to think. I'm just saying bathing suits, whichever one you want, should stop at a certain size.
But then I work. Let's just say I'm working in that bathing suit store, and a woman comes in and tries on a 2-piece, you know, and she shouldn't. And she asks me, "What do you think?" I can't tell her what I think.
Oh, you most definitely can.
I'll be shaming, and I know I'll end up losing my job.
I think you should go to the big and tall.
Well, Danny will never have a job in retail.
Right, Danny's a police officer.
Hey. We all know as men that there are certain clothes that flatter us and don't flatter us. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, like muscle shirts, that ain't for me. I know that there's these skinny suits and skinny shirts, whatever. I don't do that. I get regular or XX, whatever the case may be. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And women know that same thing too.
I agree. But you see, the thing is, like Roberto said, is I think no one checks anybody anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, when you were young, right? And you wore something that was fucked up, you can't tell me your boys didn't rag on you all fucking day.
Nzo, I had a electric blue polyester suit. My granddaddy gave me. That ain't cool. That ain't cool in no century. But my grandma made me wear that, man. I was like, why? Why you gonna do this to me, Mom? Granddaddy bought you that, so you gotta wear it at least one time. That was the longest day of my life wearing that suit, boy.
Hey, listen, my grandma used to knit me sweaters. And every one of my like school pictures, I have on one of my grandma's knitted.
Oh boy, I know that was tough. I know that was tough.
Big time, bro. Oh my gosh. And one time it was at their cousin's birthday, right? My dad was like, "You're gonna wear this, and I don't care what you say." I was crying, I was vexed. It was a daishiki. And I was maybe 16. So ain't nobody was wearing dashikis at 16 except for the Black Panther Party, and that was gone for a couple of years before that, right?
70s.
You know what I mean? Bro, he forced me to go to these guys' party with that dashiki on, and I did not hear the end of it. Oh my God. Right. So that's what I was saying. So back in the day, you'd get ragged. Oh, and the Bermuda shorts, they must have had some on sale, because my dad bought me blue ones, yellow ones, red ones, white ones, black ones. Right. So for the whole summer, all I had was fucking Bermuda shorts and the Bermuda shirt. That's all I was wearing through the whole summer. And boy, did I get fucking ragged on through the whole summer. You know what I mean?
Now it's called bullying.
Yeah.
In all sorts of forms. If it isn't politically correct, you're a bully.
100%. 100%. So I understand what you're saying, because you can't criticize anything nowadays without being labeled something. So yeah,
no,
bro.
Some like even common sense. There's got to be some things that you just say, it just doesn't seem right, or it just doesn't add up. But yet, all of these Captain Orange clonies had like I sent a text to someone I know loves Captain Orange, and I said, "How's Captain Orange doing now?" And the person responded back to me, "Oh, I wish they were my president." Obviously, they're Canadian, right, Nzo? And I said, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, look what he's doing. You're obviously watching that news where they're brainwashing you. The economy's doing great. There's people making millions and billions of dollars right now in the U.S. It's not true what you're seeing, the tariffs." So I just simply responded, "What news are you watching?"
Now I will say, I don't know about the
I haven't heard back
with the Canada, but the tariffs with China is changing.
Has been resolved. Yeah.
No, but she's talking about the U.S. is making this money.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Like there's actually Canadians who talk like they're American.
Tell her no, because I'm telling you, I'd rather go to the gas station than the grocery store.
Oh, 100%. And I don't know if Roberto's seen this, but in the news, they said inflation here for the food so far went up. I think it was like 3.7%. That is crazy. And not only, like, when I went to the store the other day, and I'm like, listen, I want a steak. I want to buy a steak, right? I wasn't going to spend $20 for it or whatever, but I was going to spend a little bit. I couldn't find a freaking steak anywhere, bro.
Nzo, I went to lunch today. I got 10 wings, 10, and a drink, and it was $20.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's
10
crazy.
wings. That's all. I didn't get no fries, nothing. Just the 10 wings, a drink, and with the tip, it was like $23.
They said the restaurant prices, I think they said, and don't quote me, but it was something like 32% raise
everywhere
in restaurants.
I'm looking at my bill after picking up essentials at the grocery store to see if she
bro.
Nzo, I thought she double charged me.
I do it all the time now.
No. How is that almost $100? I'm looking at what's on my counter. I'm like, no. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? I'm just saying no.
Yeah,
how is this fucking possible? I buy milk, bread, didn't even buy eggs.
I like
jam, fucking coffee. Nothing to say that it was 20-something bucks and I spent $70.
And you ain't bought no protein at all? That's just regular stuff.
Essentials, Danny.
Meats and stuff. That's what
essentials.
100%.
Like you said, you don't want to run out of milk. I hate to wake up in the morning and the milk is empty. That just ruins my whole day.
I drank a bunch of Gatorade Zero. Only time I get them like a 4 for $5, or the Powerade Zero, you get 3 for $4. Other than that, because regular, they 2-something, 3-something. Now, y'all Canadians, y'all got me hooked now, because there's something called Clearly Canadian Water. God, that's some good stuff.
It's good, huh?
It's $2.50. It's like $2.50 a bottle, but man, I'll buy it. Man, that's some
You
good
try
stuff.
the black raspberry?
I like the peach one the best.
Oh man,
Oh yeah, I
raspberry
love
is
those,
dangerous,
bro.
man.
Love
Them things is
those.
good. Y'all did y'all thing with that. If it come from Canada, I'm gonna give you your props. I'm gonna give you the hand clap. Man,
we got some good water, huh?
them things are delicious. Wife be like, you paying too? I said, I sure am. I'm gonna continue to pay
Yep.
$2.50.
Mhm. Listen, we went to do grocery shopping, right? And it was one of those weeks where we just bought $200 and something because we
for two
bought the
people?
meat. Yes.
Good
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Just buying the meat alone, because when I go, usually I'll just buy a bunch of meat and have for the whole week, right? So chicken legs, chicken wings, minced ground beef, and then like little steaks or whatever. Usually that is like $80 to $90 for that. Right.
Yeah.
Then all of the snack stuff and the lunch stuff and all of that. Yeah, a good 215, 230 bucks we coming out of the store with, bro.
So
It's crazy.
if you get to the point where you have to choose between food and weed, what you gonna do?
We eat all the time. All day, every day. There's no choice there.
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't. Hey, I don't want nothing that's better than food. I don't want that. I don't want that stuff.
You know what I mean? I'll eat raw.
JG soon. I'm gonna knock on my neighbor's door. You smoke weed? Can I come in?
Hey, Roberto, I can live off of ramen noodles, craft dinner, and all of that if I got to.
I
you know?
love ramen noodles, but I don't want it every day, man.
Yo, I can't put that poison in me, man. If
I don't
I
want
treat
that.
myself to ramen like once every 2 months, but I don't buy them 99-cent ramens.
One thing about ramen noodles, man, they are packed with sodium. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
People are buying them things now like they're Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
Over here,
you gotta
man,
survive.
over here they're a quarter a box.
Yep.
Gotta survive.
Wait, a quarter a box?
Like the little ones that come.
Oh! I thought you meant like a box where you get like 12 of them, like
No.
for a quarter.
No.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
one
mean.
pack or whatever
Yeah.
little thing come in.
Yeah.
That's what, man. Shoot, when I
You
was
know what,
single,
Daddy, man?
I live off of that.
We used to eat those things raw when we were young, man.
Raw?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We used
We
to.
did, and we're here.
Yeah. Break them up, and we put the sauce
spicy
in it,
treat,
and
you shake the
yeah,
bag.
Yeah.
Flavor chips, man.
There's a
You
certain
wanted
one
a
we used
chicken
to.
sandwich? We go to the bakery, buy 6 challah breads, go to fucking McDonald's, give me 24 nuggets. Yeah, barbecue sauce.
I never
go to
did
the
that.
park,
I never
cut
did that,
shit
but
open,
yeah.
4
I know
nuggets
that.
on a bread, chicken sandwiches, guys.
Yeah.
Lord. That tight there, boy. Woo.
That's
The
called
envelope.
ghetto survival, man.
Yeah.
What are your
I
thoughts
ain't
on
gonna
the
lie,
Superman?
man. There's a
Yeah, go
time I ate a sugar sandwich. I ain't gonna lie.
Sugar sandwich?
Yep. Put the
Oh, I
sugar
never
on the
had it that
bread.
I don't know
I ain't never
about
been that daggone
I'm
for
telling
it.
you, a sugar sandwich, a syrup sandwich. I done had it.
Syrup sandwich, yeah, I've had that.
I done had a mayonnaise sandwich before, bro. Ain't had no meat.
Hey, on a good night, hey, that's a good sandwich, bro.
You guys
Facts.
laughing at me about banana sandwich?
I ain't never had a banana sandwich. I ain't saying I won't try it, but I ain't never had that.
A peanut butter banana
Divas?
sandwich, toasted
Ugh,
bread.
yuck.
It's
I don't
good,
like
man.
that. I
Oh,
ain't
my
trying
wife, she loved tomato sandwiches. I don't like
that.
that.
Even worse.
I can do it
Divas,
I like mix stuff on it.
I think
Like
it's
the
good.
BLT albums.
The Superman trailer, I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I think
it's definitely
Jurassic Park gonna kill it though. You seen that?
Probably.
You seen that news trailer?
No, I didn't see the newest one yet.
Whew.
I didn't
You
see
gotta
the
put
newest
on
one
there,
yet.
boy. That thing look rough.
Interesting. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, I mean, anything else with the normal stuff, Roberto? What else you got to complain about?
Ain't that normal
Eh?
now?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead, because I don't think everything is normal now either.
Nothing is
But
normal.
but here's the thing, though. Is nothing being normal trying to make people think that everything is normal? If you understand what I'm saying, right? Because listen, there's 2 genders. I don't care what anybody says. There's 2, and they try to make it that there's not. They try to say that there's more than one. That is not normal, but they're trying to normalize it.
I'm telling you, I don't think I'm a slow leak, but I don't understand them pronouns referring to yourself. I don't see no logic in that. I didn't try to figure it out, look at it, like, okay, but I don't understand that. I don't know where they're getting that from.
I have a guy at work and he's gay and he doesn't even understand it. You know what I mean?
Like,
He doesn't even understand it. He says it all the
pronouns?
time.
What does that mean?
I don't get it. Mhm. He's like, how are you a they or this or that? You know what I mean? And he's part of the community. So there's people even in that community that don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel
don't
that
kill
kind of
me.
died off now. That whole momentum, the alphabet people, it's kind of died off.
You think the pronoun stuff has died off?
It has a bit. If Trump's name ain't coming out, something he did comes out. That's all you see on TV now, man. European news, American news, Canadian news. It's his name is mentioned 30, 40 times in an hour broadcast.
100%.
I could tell you, I don't hardly hear that much about him like when he first got in office. But his last 30 days, how about you, JG? To me,
I really haven't heard much about it at all.
In his last month, it's like he's going underground or something. I ain't heard
they have it
nothing.
on hush.
The
Yeah,
last craziest thing I heard him did when he did something about the Pope.
Yeah.
That's the last crazy thing I heard him doing. Since then,
There's
it's
some
been
bill
like,
he wants to pass that even his people are saying they're not going to sign it. That's the latest that I heard.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why you guys haven't heard from him is because this dude has been golfing for the last 100 and something days. You know what I mean? They're like, you're saying he's spending all his tax money, or you guys tax money out there golfing and stuff. But I also seen he had I think he had an interview or like a sit down with the South African president. So there's that.
He had clone events all around to do his talkings.
Yeah, but he actually had to sit down like he had with Carney. He had that with the South African.
You can see how many people were sitting down there at the same time?
Yeah.
What is that bullshit?
I don't know.
This man can't sit down, be diplomatic like everyone else one-on-one. He has to bring all of his people with their stupid ass questions.
Because he tries to be intimidating and stuff.
Exactly that, Danny.
He is the least presidential president I have seen. I mean, everybody used to pick at George Bush Jr., but George Bush Jr. he say some crazy stuff, but at least he could be engaging sometime and show a little bit of comedy and stuff. But this guy here, he is so unpresidential. I mean, he said whatever comes to his mind. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Nothing. It doesn't matter. He says it. Whatever he wants.
Zero filter.
Yeah, 100%. Let me ask you guys this though. Have you guys been following the Diddy case?
Ooh, boy. We talk about that word. I heard he is cooked, buddy.
He is cooked.
The last thing I saw was
what's that?
His name? The Punisher, whatever his name was.
1, 2, 3, and 4 on Tubi.
Didn't you say didn't Usher is testifying this week?
Is he? I know his name came up and Neil's name came up.
I'm gonna tell you, when LB get on the stand,
he gonna tell it.
That's gonna be the finishing touches. If there's anybody believing that he didn't, because I saw his interview with LB Shore on there, boy, and he got the receipts, or he sounded like he got them.
How many times did he try and kill LB?
I don't know, man.
Well, supposedly put him in a coma for a long time. Like I'll be sure blames him for that. You know what I mean?
Now I keep hearing Jamie Foxx, his sudden illness.
Yeah, I
and
heard,
stuff.
I heard his name.
Yep. So I don't know what kind of medicine or what kind of voodoo dope or something he got.
But my thing is this. Cassie's husband, I feel so bad for that dude, bro. I kind of don't, because you knew what you were getting into. But man, having to sit there and hear all that shit. Excuse my language, Danny. Hearing all that stuff.
And
Man.
you saw his kids when they saw their mom on there. Man, they left the courthouse, the courtroom.
And not just that, right? She had to tell them that she slept with Diddy while she was with him, married to him.
Yes.
Wow.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
He
Now
knew it.
Yeah, she told him. She must have told him.
No, you lost me. She had to tell who that she slept with Diddy.
Her husband.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
she was
court.
sleeping with Diddy while she was with that guy still.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yep.
I think they only said once. I'm not sure if it was more than once, but from what I know, one time she said that she slept with him when she was married to that dude.
What was the one that she said something about some dude was bust and ripe to cum on his nipples? Or it was some weird. That's a freaky dude, man.
What is
That's a
Hey,
freaky.
y'all, I might be going down a rabbit hole, but you know they always said something about he had something to do with Biggie, because I don't think Biggie feeling that lifestyle. So they always
Well,
said
so
Puff has
I
something to do
hope he would.
with the shoot. I don't think he would. And y'all see how Craig Mack looked his last few days alive?
yeah.
Man, he didn't even look like himself. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like
So-
everybody around that sucker dying, boy.
So did you guys know that Biggie's warning video and Flavor in Your Ear video, right?
Mm-hmm.
The girl that's dancing in that video, that is like the
Yeezy?
main one. Yeah.
Is the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing
one
with
dance, the one
LL
dance
Cool
behind
J.
LL.
Yeezy?
She blow tissues.
Yes.
Yes.
They debunked these songs, man. They played
Yeah.
a few of Biggie's songs, and I'm like, I don't remember those lyrics.
I didn't
Oh
either.
yeah. No. I always knew Biggie had some suspects lyrics.
They showed
Always
those
had.
two kiss on the lips.
Who?
Biggie and Diddy.
Probably.
They-
But
you
I
think
know.
they had something going on.
Man,
God,
Diddy,
Oh, I
Diddy
don't know.
didn't just turn freak overnight, huh?
I hope not, 'cause, man. That's gonna make me look at Biggie
Diddy is
music in a
too freak
whole
for
different.
that to be in 1 week. That shit is everlasting. He's been doing that.
Oh yeah,
for a long
100%. Oh yeah, 100%. Did you guys hear like his swimming pool, right? He had a swimming pool, and the swimming pool was filled with baby oil.
Oh no, that's wrong with him, bro.
They
Something's
said they
wrong with
filled.
that guy.
That's why he has so much bottles of baby oil, because they were filling the fucking pool with baby oil.
How in the world can you move in that?
I have no idea, bro. I don't get it. What is the obsession with baby oil?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind some women coming out that damn pool with the baby oil, but
This
tell you.
dude
Listen
is a
now.
freak.
Let's just say I was P Diddy and I can have any woman I want on the planet, and he could without doing all this crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, a man, I ain't never getting that bored, man. It is impossible for me to get that bored and that curious. Let me see. Let me try. Man, especially not how women look.
Yeah, but he was so bull-faced. He was sending out all these little subliminal messages on late night shows and interviews about his parties and his after party.
I'm telling you,
man, when he did that interview with Bieber, when Bieber was like 12 years old, 13 years old, he's like, man, we're gonna party hard, we're gonna party, or we're gonna have some fun, ain't we? The kid was like 12 years old.
Wow.
I sure too.
If he did that, I hope he get the full extent of the law. If he did it,
he
did any of that stuff,
he will.
I hope
you know, Danny, maybe he didn't do all of those people. There's some cash cows in there, but you know he did some.
Yeah. And that thing, I mean, I also had a discussion about this earlier. What is the purpose of those cameras? Those cameras is to get dirt on people.
Oh, for sure.
But that's why I believe those racketeering charges, I think that is totally true.
So, and that's what I was going to bring up too, because we talked about the charges before, right? And I think Abba and Preach, they pretty much break down what's happening with all the charges. So let's check this out for a bit.
Trafficking. Now, a lot of you don't believe that, but I'll explain how the violence ties into everything. So if we look at what Diddy's being charged with, he's actually quite a few things. There's racketeering and conspiracy, okay? So racketeering and conspiracy, which is the RICO charge. And to understand what a RICO charge is, a RICO case requires at least 2 related crimes within 10 years of each other, showing a pattern of ongoing illegal activity linked to an enterprise that affects interstate commerce. In this case, basically, Sean Combs is the head of an organization, and through his staff and his orders, he ran a criminal enterprise. Now, you guys might not believe that, but understand what the two crimes that they need to prove. For those who believe that there's no RICO involved in this, I can tell you for certain that they're going to have him on narcotics distribution, and they're also going to have him, there's also one for prostitution.
Diddy is indicted for a total of 8 predicate RICO charges, those being acts of kidnapping, acts of arson, bribery, obstruction of justice via evidence tempering,
Yeah,
forced
for
labor, sex
that guy's
trafficking,
car.
transportation for purposes of prostitution and possession with intent to distribute cocaine, oxy, MDMA, or ecstasy, among others.
This is where things in regards to the racketeering get interesting. They're going to have him on the prostitution as well. And the reason being is they have the escorts. They can prove that they traveled across state lines based on, plane tickets and all that stuff. They're going to have, I think they're going to have like 7 or 8 different prostitutes that they hired testifying in this case. So they're going to have him on that charge. Okay. And then the distribution of narcotics, if you guys remember on one of the first days, they had an FBI agent come, and when they went to his hotel room in 2024, they actually confiscated a large amount of drugs, which they showcased. So the reason why they had that person testify that everyone glossed over is they're setting up all the elements needed to prove racketeering. The idea that you guys believe that there is none involved, you guys are not paying that close attention in regards to everyone that they're bringing up. The prosecution is laying out an ironclad case.
I think that most people that are saying that don't even follow the case.
Now, I just mentioned those two, which are pretty much guaranteed. There's also bribery. The hotel staff member who witnessed Diddy beat Cassie, and then Diddy asked him, listen, I'll give you money, just get rid of the tape. That man is also testifying that Diddy tried to bribe him. The employees who are part of the racketeering conspiracy of Diddy, a lot of them are testifying into the case about how Diddy got them to go up to people and silence them with money, pay them off. So they're going to have bribery also in
the
this.
employees, what we know.
So
but there's a whole bunch of
and also, Cassie's already, I believe, testified to the fact that Diddy's paid people off. So you're having everyone corroborate what is the case against Diddy by the state.
Yeah,
That's
she's pregnant.
3. Obstruction of justice. They have Diddy in trying to intimidate, trying to pay off witnesses in this. That is obstruction of justice. If you try to destroy evidence in relation to this case, that is obstruction of justice. It'll be very easy, in my opinion, to have them prove this as well. Can't protect you from baby oil and Diddy. But we can protect you while you're surfing the internet.
These guys and their ads when they do it. But yeah, so that's basically the racketeering thing. And I was like, oh, yeah. Diddy screwed. He is screwed.
He sound like a worse monster than what they portray R. Kelly as.
Bro, trust me. And not to mention, like you said, why are I get it. He thought he was untouchable and he could do whatever he wanted to and he would never get away with it. But you have to know sooner or later that they are gonna come for you. And that's what they did. What do you think, Roberto?
Watching those videos on
Tubi. Yeah, the Diddy videos, the 1, 2, 3, and 4.
It's like they're going after this guy like basically almost very similar how they went after OJ. Like they're trying they have it, but just the way the cops went in was a little alarming, like I don't even think they went after what's his name in Colombia like that.
Narco?
You know what I mean? It's very similar. Very similar. What I saw in the movie, it's very similar. Like they kept emphasizing in those 4 videos how they went after him. And this man is on vacation somewhere, like hearing the news and saying, what the fuck? How well done was that? Wasn't that just a big show?
See, one thing about feds, they work reverse to regular cops. A lot of times the cops arrest you on the crime, like they get the probable cause, and then they start building their case. Feds work in the opposite. They get the rumor, then they start working the case. And by the time they work it, they done got everything in place. They done got
Mm-hmm.
federal prosecutors reading the warrants. They done read them statutes, and they checking off just like that man said. Oh, racketeering, he got this. Oh, Rico, he got this. That's how. That's when them feds get you. That's why it be so airtight because they're working them things for years. Cops, like in my position, we do it in reverse, and that's why sometimes we don't have good cases because we have enough to arrest you, but then we get to build a case, and that's what gives the perp time to pay off people or run or do. So when feds get you, that's why their
These
cases be
niggas
so
arrogant
strong, buddy.
Long. They must have enough stuff on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And here's the thing, right?
If I
Because
was
they
him,
talk, he should have never came back. If
no,
he was on
that,
vacation when,
or if I had a bigger fish, I'd be throwing that sucker up.
oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah,
100%.
you about to go, Bo?
Yeah, you're going with me because he's still
Yeah.
gonna get jail time, right? But you're going with me.
Yeah,
But here's the thing.
if somebody bigger than me, like let's say for instance in this hierarchy, Anzo's the head boss. Anzo, you better go to somewhere else because guess what? I'm about to serve you on a platter because I ain't taking all this time.
and here's the thing though, right? Because they talked about the RICO, and usually they say RICO, you have to it has to be like an organization, but they're saying that everybody is going to flip on Diddy. That's why it's only him. So the reason why no one else has been charged in a RICO is because they're all flipping on him, and
That's
they
right.
probably already did.
They're getting that immunity. That's what they did. They go.
Yes.
Say for instance, we an organization. I'm the head one, and JG on the bottom. They're gonna get JG. Okay, JG, we know you did this, and they're gonna put pressure on you. Now you give me somebody else. And Jay said, well, I asked to Roberto. Then they're gonna go to Roberto. All right, Roberto, we got you. We got this right here. We got this. You gonna help us get Danny? Well, all I know is I answered to Anzo. And that's how they work that sucker until they get to the top. But if I was
And
him,
then-
I would have some patsy above me. Nope, he did it.
And then they would come to me and be like, all right, we need you to flip on Danny. I say, yes, if I get immunity, I will flip on Danny 100%. And that's exactly what's going to happen to him. So Diddy is going to jail for the rest of his life.
You're going to have plenty of baby all where he going, buddy.
You think he's gonna end up like Epstein in jail?
He
If
might.
you go to jail, he would kill himself.
He has too many names there.
I'll give him a year.
And not only, I think, he still may know some. Okay, do you guys think he should testify?
No.
It might be too late now.
No.
Because a lot of people are saying he should.
Nope. He should have named them names, gave every information he had.
So they're doing different tactics. I don't mean to cut you off, JG.
Oh, you good, man.
Whenever the woman's on there, if you notice, he have all female attorneys on there trying to sympathize. So he got the top-notch lawyers. The attorneys. They're using different strategies. So when different people go on there, he have a different lineup of attorneys. Usually, if men go in there, he have like two men and the woman. They be in a particular order. But if the women testifying, if you look at it, you got all women trying to sway, because it's a science to picking those jurors and stuff. I would love to be a juror on there, because boy, I'd be selling my story as soon as he get convicted. I was juror number 7. Give me $1 million, and I'll tell you everything that happened.
So what if it's a year-long case? You're sequestered. You still want to do it?
Yes,
really?
Because you're getting paid. You're getting paid.
Yeah,
you may not be. You may lose your. You're gonna get some kind of deal at the end of that, Anzo. That's when you look way down the road. Yeah, I ain't making my money because I can't go to work. But when I get done, somebody can offer me $500,000, $1 million to tell my story, and I'm gonna sing like a bird. I sure would.
Might even do a Lifetime series or something.
Yeah,
Miniseries.
give me one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to be a juror on this case.
So is Diddy the biggest rise and fall of a celebrity?
I don't know.
And who would you think would be bigger?
That's what I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too. R. Kelly was pretty big.
Yeah, I don't think he's Diddy size though. Like Diddy was, leader of Def Jam, owner of Def Jam, and all like
But
Diddy was a billionaire.
These are Bad Boys, not Def Jam.
Yeah, Bad Boy. Sorry, yeah.
How much you think R. Kelly was worth?
Not as much as Diddy.
That's
I'll tell you that. Not as much as Diddy. Let's go with
R.
Diddy's
Kelly,
worth. You look at Diddy, R. Kelly. I'll find Diddy.
Doesn't he have Biggie's what do they call it?
So Diddy,
Like he has the rights to Biggie's songs, no? All the royalties, everything.
Yeah.
That was supposed to go to Biggie's mom.
Yes, he has.
That's why they and I believe that he's 100% behind it.
Diddy says, "Yeah, go ahead."
I think last time I checked, you said you think he's behind Diddy's
death. I think he's behind Biggie's death.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know,
Yeah,
Eli
you said
said
Cosby.
Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cosby, he got out, and he got out because of a technicality, which he should have never actually went to jail, because he had, when the first trial, he had a little thing that said he could testify and he shouldn't do jail time, but he ended up doing jail time. So they kind of railroaded Bill Cosby.
I know one thing. There's a lot of black men.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's him, Bill Cosby,
R. Kelly.
I just had a fourth one in my third one.
Shannon Sharp. I mean, he's not in jail, but Shannon Sharp's still getting the end of it, right?
His fall was so he probably had the quickest rise and fall. That
Shannon
thing happened
Sharp
like overnight.
Yeah. Man.
But you know, some bounced back, man, because for a minute, man, Kobe was in it. But he bounced back.
Kobe was in it.
Kobe
and I was watching
he flew to Africa and bought that big diamond, and it was all over. It was all over after that, Daddy.
I would say this is an older person, but Billie Holiday had a big fall because she was rising. She did Strange Fruit, and the FBI got on her, and her fall was so egregious.
I guess you can put Jonathan Majors in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say your boy, Nzo, Mr. Majors.
I don't know what his net worth is, but that was.
He was.
Well, I don't know, man. He got Megan Good by his side. That's a win.
Facts.
That's a win.
You want to get dragged through that just for Megan Good? I don't know, man.
Hey, if you seen the Danny, you liked Gal Gadot slit. You should have seen the one Megan Good had on, bro. Oh my Lord!
Ain't no joke, man. I tell you, I love Rebecca boys. But
exactly.
Man, I don't know if I want to lose my career just to get that.
No, I feel you.
She got money too. So.
Yeah, I don't want to live off no woman though. If I ain't got to.
I wouldn't either, but my ego be hurt for a minute, but I'll get back on track.
To me, I think it is Diddy, especially where like the positionings he had in Hollywood, the power he supposedly had, Ciroc, because Ciroc was kicking off. Remember that, right? So
I cannot wait tomorrow when I go to the liquor store and see if Ciroc still on the shelf or not. I can't wait.
Probably.
But if you notice though, a lot of these,
if he's guilty, you think they're gonna take it off the shelf?
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I wear his suits. I can't find one now. I've been trying.
You can't find a Diddy suit anymore?
They stopped making.
I ain't seen a Sean John in a while. Yeah, you right there.
They don't make them no more. The store I go to, I got 3 of them.
This is a long time I haven't seen Sean John.
I say, man, can I get a Sean John suit? They don't make them no more.
I didn't even know they made Sean John still.
You don't remember Sean John clothing?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't
90s,
remember.
No?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like after that, I don't.
That's like me looking for a Sergio Valente suit. I'm not gonna find that.
Or Fat Farm. You know what I mean? Like
Fat Farm. I remember Fubu had a little thing for a minute.
You gotta evolve, man.
Yeah, but I guess he had suits still going. But
now you could go buy a suit at Shine or Sheen or whatever you want to call it.
That's crazy though.
But you know what? All these celebrities, especially the black ones, the male ones, yeah, they're at fault for why they fall. But it's usually some woman that is big reason why they fail.
100%, JG. 100%.
We'll take the best man down, man.
100%. Poom Poom puts man in jail. Man murder for Poom Poom. Roberta, you are 100% correct. Man kill over Poom Poom. Man
Yep.
go to jail over Poom Poom.
Yep.
Man fight over
lose
Poom
his best friend, family
over
member.
Poom Poom. Yeah, for real. You know what I mean?
Poom
So
Poom is a man's kryptonite, boy.
yeah, 100%. And the thing is, when Danny just bounced, he said, "No,
Danny
can't
don't
do
want to
that
talk
anymore."
about
Too much poom poom. That poom poom too much.
And he said, "I don't give a damn about no poom poom."
Poom
That's
Poom,
not.
I'm out.
But yeah, so I'm just saying though, I agree with you, JG. But when you are that powerful and you're
Mhm.
that much of a celebrity, you need to have a halo over your head, bro. You know what I mean? A
Yep.
halo. You can't be doing none of that stuff.
Or you
'Cause-
got to roll like Denzel, man.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
100%.
true.
Because you hear Denzel, he's always trying to be coerced into things, and he
Mhm.
just says, "Go fuck yourself."
And you know that's his wife, right? Because you
Yep.
know he's a man. Denzel may want to go to one of these parties every now and then, and the wife is like, "No, the fuck you're not." You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Mhm.
We got some shit to protect over here, so no, the fuck you're not. Oh, baby, I just want to go hang out with the boys. No, the fuck you are not. You
Mhm.
see what's happening out there. You see what they doing to these black men. You see what they doing. The last thing you want to even be is associated, right? That means even being in that spot. So you got to be even careful because so much people's names have been coming out from this freak off party, and none of them's been to a freak off party. You know what I mean? None of them seen everything. They
Everybody in
all
that
fucking
show.
left early.
That
So you tell me.
everybody in that show, that those 4 series. Oh, I don't know what happened because I left.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you know what time it started at?
Facts. Facts, Roberto.
What, did some siren go off? Everybody who ain't ready to leave now? Come on, man.
And what's the point of having the freaks off? It's just Diddy. You know what I mean? Like you
You know
talking
what,
about this.
Aldo?
That's not a freak off. Who cares?
Most of the people that are calling him out all left early. So
I
how
know.
the fuck do you know what happened if you all left early?
Yeah, 100%. 100%, bro. They're all saying, no, I've been to the parties, but I've never been to the after parties. No. I've
It's
never
that-
been there.
that-
Like, get out of
the
here with
goofy
that.
white guy. I don't remember his name.
Which one?
Fuck.
Vlad?
He's a pretty boy. He was hanging with Diddy hard.
White guy?
A white guy. Fuck, what's his name? I can't even remember the movies he did because I didn't watch any of them.
Who?
This actor, Kish, is that it?
Oh, Ashton Kutcher?
Oh, Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton
Yeah.
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. You see how this man disappear now?
Mm-hmm.
But he was like probably one of the tightest people with Diddy. They were saying he was everywhere with him, and this man never once said he left early. So he has evidence. He's probably involved.
Yeah, a lot of them are, bro. A lot of these, like I said, they all say they weren't there. They were all there, bro.
Man, some of those suckers sitting in their basements.
Facts, hoping their name don't come up. I know.
Lord,
I know.
please.
Or get spotted on a video, Danny. Because like you said, if he had all those videos, then he has a lot of people on those cameras.
Yes.
I'm sure he has politicians up in there.
I'm sure he got some duplicates. And as soon as they say guilty, jail time, I have somebody paid on, hey, as soon as they say guilty, release all those footage. Release all
I ain't
the
gonna sit here and lie. I know
his
if I was
security
famous,
said all the people that were there, dignitaries, politicians.
I'll make sure all those tapes are released as soon as I go to jail.
I know if I was famous. Now I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna be there with the women now when they start getting to other stuff.
Oh, for sure.
But
Yeah,
with the
100%.
women, they probably have me all on video, boy. What
Me
is that
too.
doing?
Me
I ain't
too.
gonna
I'll
sit
be
here
that
and
baby old pool too. You're like, hey, let's go.
they try to get another bull. They try to add a bull into the cows.
Yeah, that's not.
That's
but you
too
see, but you see, that's the thing with us though. We would be okay. So, for example, you at the party, right? Diddy pulls you in the room, and there's these bad ass bitches. They just all naked, and you see a pile of weed up on there, right? Yes, we're gonna go in, we're gonna do our thing, but we're not gonna be okay. I'm gonna beat you now, and you gotta do this, and I'm gonna choke. No, it's gonna be beating up the poom poom and then leaving. So the only thing you'll catch on video is me smoking some weed and eating some poom poom. You know what I mean?
I don't know
That's
about eating
about
it. I
it.
don't know where the hell they been. I'm
You gotta
gonna
give
give
me
me
a
a
Well,
back
5 second
not
smash,
them.
and I'm out of there. A 5 second smash, and I'm out of there.
If
Let's
I'm in
say I
that
did.
party, you got to give me a back blocker.
Yeah, for sure.
No one's sneaking up behind me,
Oh yeah,
boy.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nobody's sneaking up
Yeah,
behind me.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah,
you right now.
yeah, 100%.
Ping,
100%.
ping. That's all you be hearing, Daddy. Ping, ping. Up. Can't get
I
in.
said, bro, don't know. Better not be no glory hole behind me. Ain't no-
Wonder Woman be guarding my ass. You know what I mean?
You gotta see me inspecting every wall, make sure ain't no glory hole back there. Nope.
Oh my God. You know what made me laugh? You guys,
shit.
you guys remember Stevie J, huh?
Yeah, he's one of Diddy's guys. Yeah.
Stevie J is one of Diddy's biggest advocates, man.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how this guy is talking.
Yeah, because he was taking it from Diddy.
Wow. No, he's saying, hey, he's one of the guys that left early, man.
Who, Stevie J said that?
That's what he said.
Yeah. I know he said that. Yeah,
Right
he's a
on
liar.
my children's head. I left early, man.
Yeah, bullshit. I seen that one where he said that. I was like, bullshit. You were Diddy's right-hand man. You were there for anything. So, and even if, right, you know, Diddy's gonna be like, yo, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he was there, 100%.
And what's the guy that used to have the umbrella all the time?
Mace?
That's Stevie.
No. Bentley or something, wasn't it?
Bentley.
Yeah, Bentley. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know he knows some dirt.
What about Mace?
Well, Mace got rid of Mace.
Mace was a puppy.
Yeah, Mace probably seen some things, but Mace got out really early. You know what I mean?
You know,
Mace was there when Diddy started to really take off.
You know,
Yeah.
Now if you think back, that's why he couldn't keep no artists.
Yep.
112, they get up out of there. What was it? Loon?
Dignity Kane.
Loon got out of there, yeah.
Loon got up out of there.
Dignity Kane, yeah.
New Edition. Those suckers. I think he did like one record for them. They got out.
Yeah. Yo, there's a dude that, and I can't remember who it is. I think it was an actor or something. Diddy called him at like 3:00 in the morning, right? He's lying in bed with his wife. Diddy call him at 3:00 in the morning, and he's like, yo, what you doing? He's like, nothing, man. I'm sleeping, you know, my wife here, whatever. What are you doing? He's like, oh, I just got into town. I'm at my so-and-so hotel. He's like, oh, yeah? Who's all over there? Just me. Did he try to get the man to come to the hotel, bro? You know what I mean?
No.
So,
No. You never saw when he hit on Mike Tyson?
No.
He got knocked out.
Late night show. He's sitting on the couch.
Yeah, Mike Tyson keep moving his hand.
Trying to grab his leg.
Yeah.
And Tyson literally went to the other side of the couch because he took his hand off 3-4 times. He kept coming.
Yeah, I remember that.
and there's the next guy. What's his name? He's always on Joe Rogan's show. Pretty motherfucker. Very smart. Very good actor. Again, I'm bad with names because I'm a little bit cherry.
Light skin.
Oh,
you talking Terrence Howard?
Yes, Terrence Howard. Did you hear about Terrence Howard experience with Diddy? Terrence Howard was gullible. He didn't know. Diddy was inviting him to do all these things, and he said, you know, the whole time I'm singing the song, Diddy's just staring at me. And then he called me for some recital for some movie, and he's just sitting there staring at me. And my assistant came up to me and told me, Diddy wants to fuck you.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I got it.
Is that the thing you tried to pull up?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up now.
What Tyson you talking about?
He's a smart mofo, huh?
Yeah, but he's been debunked with a lot of his like science stuff by
really?
Neil deGrasse.
There's
Yeah.
a short life in
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, You got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of, man, a man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now I'm saying what I'm saying.
Hold on, let's go
That's
back.
the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card,
What is that? What do you mean by that?
you give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get
You
that
said
back.
two
You get-
times. What do you think,
come into
fool?
this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No,
You
I,
see this
I,
guy's
I
not
get it. So
legitimate
you
right here.
see
You said,
some guys
Anzo?
struggling with that. You see
Who?
Deeper struggling with that. You see
This person
Terrence
doing the
Howard?
interview. No, the
No,
guy
he's
doing the
cool.
interview.
No, he's legit. He's legit. He's legit. He does a lot of interviews. He does Roland Martin.
I
He's
thought you said
like,
something about somebody got discredited or debunked or something.
no, Terrence Howard. So Terrence Howard, he started talking like some real science stuff, you know what I mean? And this and that and dimensions and all kinds of stuff like that. And then he sent it to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Neil deGrasse Tyson debunked everything that he pretty much was talking about.
I got you.
The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place. What benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter
If I
what.
can
Yeah.
get to the Diddy.
what
I
was
ain't
the
never heard that
consequence
number
when you said
before.
no?
Puffy,
Said no to it?
hell yeah.
What was the
Oh wait,
consequence?
hold on. What was the question?
What
He
was the
said
Hell
we
yeah.
consequences
produce
when you said no?
Puffy
1,500
invited.
sperm per
Hell yeah.
heartbeat. I've never
The
heard that.
opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell yeah.
consequences
I
when you
mean,
said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I'm play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, now I get it. So now we have communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always.
That's crazy. But if you really get the bigger picture to what he is saying, if you really listening to
That's
what
so
he is saying,
politically correct. What he
Huh?
said.
What's that?
I think he did it so politically correct because he's not making any mention of what he's actually saying.
No,
He's
but
basically
he's
saying you got to be a man. When you take it up in the rear end, you ain't a man no more.
yeah, he's saying that, but that's not all he's saying. He's saying
He's saying
that a lot of Hollywood is
Yes.
taking it up their
Yes.
butts,
Yes.
right, to
That's a
get
no
that fame.
fact.
To get what they want. And he said
yes,
the Oscar and stuff.
Oscars, yes. So he is pretty much telling you that a lot of these Oscar winners and a lot of these,
Jamie
people that just
Foxx,
come out of
Denzel
nowhere.
Washington, Halle Berry.
Yes. That's crazy. That is crazy. But then again, I think it's something in Hollywood we pretty much already knew was going on. You know what I mean? And I also think that when you say no, you're blackballed. And trust me, Terrence Howard, I don't think he's completely blackballed, but he's a lot better actor than what he's been doing
Some of the roles he
recently.
get. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you who said it. Like Anthony Mackie, when I forgot what was he on? All That Smoke or one of those sports channels. And he started breaking down. He said, "Look, I came in when it was this group of people." He started naming the particular actors he came in with. He said, "I'm the only one hanging there." And I started looking back and said, "He ain't lying." All those people that was so hot and stuff, they ain't hot no more.
And why is that?
Because they said no.
Exactly. So what does that say about Anthony Mackie?
You probably said yeah.
I think there's some exceptions to the rules. I'm not saying, 'cause I don't know the man no more than we know him.
Right.
I don't get that vibe from him because he seemed like he a man's man, but you never know, man, what somebody do behind closed doors, bro. You never know.
Exactly. So listen, Roberto, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That guy Ghost. Oh, what do you think?
Huh?
I think Ghost took it.
You think what?
That guy who played the role Ghost, because he was in all kinds of shows.
Maury Hardwick, yeah.
Maury
I'm sure
Hardwick.
he took some.
Wow.
You're talking about in Power, the guy Ghost in Power?
Yeah, Maury Howard. He was discovered. I think Denzel, wasn't it?
He had been around for a minute though, but he always did like little.
But he always he said I watched a lot of his interviews. Like he was struggling doing Power. That 50 Cent gave him like a lot of money time over within the seasons. I don't think 50 Cent like that. Because 50 Cent don't care for Puffy, do he?
I don't think so.
No, I don't. No, 50 don't care for him at all. Oh, there's this another one on Justin Bieber with Terrence Howard, which I'm gonna have to watch later. That's crazy. Yeah. So before we close it up, I want to ask you guys something because I was watching, some old rap videos and stuff like that. I started thinking, would you guys want to go back to let's say as adults, but you're living in the era that we were as kids?
Yes.
That means
this music not hurt my head. I'm telling you. I listened to some Kendrick Lamar today, and it was something about they were saying one word over and over. What's the name of that doggone song?
Squabble up,
or
squabble
speak,
up.
It was some word like chase or speak. It was one word, and I was like, "This is the guy that they say is the king of rap now."
Yes. So that means no internet, right? No internet, no cell phones.
Well, for y'all, it wasn't no internet. I had it.
talking about if I could be my age now in the 80s.
Let's say 80s, 90s cell phones came out, but let's say 80s, 90s.
I really wish I was grown in the 70s. I like the 70s.
Okay. You like the 70s, so you prefer that?
I wish I was 30 something in the 70s.
Interesting.
I would go back to that.
That 70s was the hippie era, Danny.
Well,
With that free love.
There's also discos, and you ain't worried about
Yeah.
diseases. And the music was on point.
Me, it was the 80s.
So you like to go back to the 80s?
Yeah.
So okay, so let's say, and JG, what about you? JG's not saying the 80s because he's probably
you know, everything y'all. I had internet. I had Yahoo chat. I had all that stuff. I don't know. So, but I will say, when I came up, it was more of that grungy kind of people wearing black all over. The gothic stuff was coming in, and what I didn't like about there when I grew up, especially as a kid, it was so much separation with groups.
I could see that.
See what I mean? Now it's more so everybody's more together now. But then again, we weren't as sensitive then as they are now. Right? So
let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to be prime JG, prime Roberto, prime Nzo now?
In this day and age?
Yeah. 20-something years old, but got your knowledge that you know now.
In today's,
I kind of would.
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
Today, I would. Yep. Shoot, these badass women out here now.
You're a monster, boy.
Yes.
Woo!
I was like, they didn't dress that way when we was growing up. You know what I mean?
They weren't built that way. You may have one or two.
They weren't built that way. The way women are built now, you might have had like 2 or 3 of them in school.
Facts.
But
You
now
gotta do ID checks and everything
like
now, bro.
2 or 3 every 5 minutes.
And Roberta, you said no?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Because I remember back in the day, no girls asked me about money, what I was driving, what I do for a living. None of that shit mattered. All they wanted to know is when I'm hooking up with them.
That's true. That's true.
Flour.
That is true. Yeah, that's
a
true.
movie. I could buy you something really cheap.
Yeah, that's true.
Thought is what mattered. Now, you kidding me? I'd have to work 2 jobs. Spend my whole check on a weekend taking her out. Nah, Dread. Have to call Uber because you can't take the bus and metro like you used to.
So here's this. What's one thing that you would take with you from this era to the era that you want to go back to?
Oh, cell phone, most definitely.
Danny's a cell phone. Roberto? Because I know you ain't into the cell phone thing, right?
I have to think on that because I tell you, honestly, when I leave my house and I forget my cell phone,
you feel like you lost everything, eh?
For a quick minute, I'm like, man, I should turn around and get it after. But when I get to where I'm going, I'm like, freedom. Man, I do whatever I want. I go wherever I want.
I don't mean the cell phone like the talking part. I mean the cell phone like access to information, that kind of stuff.
Oh, so you say if I could take my cell phone now.
70s,
I bring back a computer before a cell phone.
If I could take my cell phone and go back to where I want to and still have access to all the knowledge, I would been on every NCAA tournament, every Super Bowl, every
I would.
Man,
I'd be a millionaire in about 2 years.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'd be a billionaire. I would have Trump calling me to me, hey,
in a week, Danny. You remember Back to the Future Part 2 with Biff? That would be me. I'd have bet on everything.
I don't know where would you think this. I'd be like, I bet you that Mike Tyson's gonna get knocked out by Buster Douglas. What? What are you smoking?
For real. And you would give the round and everything. Oh yeah, 100%.
I want $4,000 on that fight right there.
Oh, 100%.
By the time that quadruple or whatever it's gonna do, it'd be $1 million or whatever. Told you.
100%. So JG, would it be a cell phone for you?
If I had all the access to the knowledge, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I don't talk about talking. I'm talking about being able to access like Google, facts, that kind of stuff. That's what I want.
If not, I'll be printing everything out I need and going back and just hopefully nobody steal it.
Facts. You just take the lotto numbers. You guys, I know you guys over there, you have those jackpots where they're like $1 billion. You just make sure you get the numbers for that one.
Town hit we call it the pick 5, won $1.5 million. Like, man,
So he'll get about
lottery go to like 100 million or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's been a billion.
A billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last billion was $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I think one person won that too. So by the
Now-
time taxes, he probably gonna get about 750.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They don't get the billion like we do, Roberto.
Yeah, he's
We've
about
never
7.
went up to $1 billion, but we
I don't care. They could take a half.
I'd still be happy to.
I guess half a million.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
I'd still be okay with that, but I'd be kind of these mother effers taking
Now, if they don't take no more, I said, okay, take what you're gonna take now, because that's it. You're not getting no more.
Well, here you get whatever the lotto is, you get it, right? So I think the highest we had, I think it was a little over 100 million or 90 million, something like that. But if you win that and you're the only one, you get all of that. No taxes are taken out. You get $100 million.
Yeah, that'd be nice, bro.
Trust me. You know, hoping that happens. But they say to win the lotto, you gotta you have a better chance of getting hit by lightning strike twice in your life.
Wow. Just look. Yeah. I know one thing. Every time y'all see the TV, y'all see me on there, boy. I'm gonna be at every basketball game, every football game. I ain't going to no baseball. We're like, dog, then he get his butt back on the daggone TV again.
I would even go to baseball games just to go.
I ain't going to baseball game. That's straight up no those there, buddy.
I'd have pictures with all the celebrities and shit and all of that. Trust me.
You have your own Diddy parties, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but hold on. The Diddy parties would only be me. All right. I'm just letting you know. I would be the only male at that party.
Get 100 women at this party,
and there's only one male. Not even my homies.
Instead of a pool of maybe it'll be a pool of Viagra.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
100 women? You do, buddy. 100 women.
Man, that thing will fall off.
All I need is some Gatorade and some weed, and I'm good. Trust me.
100, man.
100.
He's gonna be 5 seconds stroking it for all 100 of them.
You ain't gonna be doing it. You ain't gonna be doing it all in one night, but I promise you, there's not one of that 100 that wouldn't have left there without getting fucked. I'm just saying. There are 100 women there.
In what time frame?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Talking about a night. I'm gonna be like, nah, bro.
No, it would be a night. But no, it would be a night.
I have to see that for certain.
I could probably do it in a week. Give me a week.
Boy,
I'd bang 100.
You'd be so raw.
Well, I got nothing else to do, right? So I'm just fucking all day. You know what I mean? I can do that. You know, take a break. Next one, you know what I mean? You only got to do it once. You can do 5 minutes on each one.
In theory, I would like to think I could do it, but in reality, I'd be a stroke after about 10.
It would be definitely something I'd probably try. But with that being said, guys, we are going to close it up tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
You can find me right here Wednesday night with my boys, them, Bigger Ford, JG, and our special guest, Big D, getting shit off our chest like we do live.
Pause. After you say Big D, you say pause, all right? Just say it. Okay, so Danny, in your prime, could you do it?
In my prime?
Yeah.
In a week? Boy, that'd be hard, boy.
Roberto, in your prime, could you do it?
Do what?
Huh?
100 women.
The 100 women.
One time?
Well, each woman one time, yeah. But in a week, could you do 100? Like, let's say you had $1 million, whatever. You had 100 women in your house. You had a week to do all of them.
I don't know about a week, bro. Might be 2 weeks.
Okay, let's say
2
weeks.
I couldn't do it in a week.
That's a lot of humping, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay. Well, that's this. What if there's 50 million on the line?
Well, I would try.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't say I wouldn't try.
So the money wouldn't make me just want to try.
I'm just saying, for free. I'm just for free. I would. If I get to select them, it can't be.
Yeah. No, they're all baddies.
I gotta be like,
yeah. You could have like Fit Little Devil up in there and all the other ones.
I could. She in there? I stopped right there. No. All bets off.
Danny, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
You can find me on Monday. You done got me all messed up with that. Fit little devil boy, I'm telling you, she's kryptonite.
Trust
You
me.
can find me on Mondays and Fridays on my channel, The Road to Wisdom, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whenever I come on here, occasionally on Wednesdays, you can find me here. Wednesdays on the Hangout. Sundays, you can find me on Storms Live. And now me, Nzo, and Chris Knight have started back our Chaos Central shows on the first, second, and third Monday of each month. So check us out, and that's 9 o'clock p.m.
Yes, sir. And did you guys notice that StreamYard now you see it here by JG? In StreamYard, you could have the chat on the StreamYard now.
How you do that?
Yeah. It's in StreamYard. When you go in there, it says show comments on stage. You just click it and you can see the comments on there. So very interesting.
Why is it only on his screen and not the rest of us?
Well, it's not really his screen. It's just on the screen, right? It's just because where he is. So if I position us like up
what does that box mean that got stream this to your audience?
So if you wanted to stream the show, you could click that and you could stream what we're doing on your channel as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That might piss some people off.
Well, you'd have probably asked them, you know what I mean? First, hey, can I stream this? Or sometimes if you're doing a show.
I watch a lot of, you don't watch them no more, but the Dreamers Pro.
That dude was funny.
That thing puts him off when people do him like that, boy. He just
Thank you. I got two things to say before we go, Roberto. I'm sorry. I know you got to go real quick. But
I already know it's gonna be great.
well, yeah, you know the one thing. But
Yeah,
the first one is I did the Snow White watch party for BeamyCon, right? And this guy spent $120 for me and Brian to take shots. Roberto, remember the last time I took shots on the stream?
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning, I went to the bathroom, and I was like, uh-oh. And then it came out. First projectile went straight in the toilet. Second one went straight in the toilet. The third one, all over the floor. My belly was hurting. My head was spinning. Yeah, BeamyCon did me in.
Why didn't you just pour that out and put tea in there?
You know what? I didn't want to fake it out.
Man, I would have had a whole bottle of Lipton iced tea in that sucker. Yeah.
And
I'd have been slurring and all.
And the last thing before we go is I am owed an apology by two cast panel members on this channel. So, guys, apologies, please.
Who you apologize?
Okay, so this is the situation.
Sorry.
I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm just gonna spar. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not even gonna go into the damn thing.
That's it. That's it.
So anything Nzo says that's a little
God.
if it's a little clip, I'm telling you, you gotta watch the entire thing. Nzo's really good at master at sending you little clips and creating a story out of that little clip. But with all that being said, there was context to that. There was context to it, but I will apologize. Nzo was technically right. Yes, he was.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Roberto, that was classic.
I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm not going to give the pleasure of saying all what JG said. I'm just getting it over with.
That was
Oh my God.
That was classic.
Yeah.
JG, take us home, brother.
Oh my God.
JG Shaolin Terrific, the undisputed final boss of the 36 Chambers of Shaolin. What? Or shall I say, wee? Shout out Jim Kelly. Thank you all for tuning in for this Wednesday edition of the O.O.C, the fire stream, the most fire stream on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. With the host Nzo, aka the Abbott, and the Osiris of the the Spliff King, the Professor of Gunja, alongside his co-host Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Did Anything Gonna Be. No woman, no cry. Of course, shout out my homie, my road dog, my ace boom coon, super wise on his channel, Super Wise, always doing great things over there. And my uncle on the GGC, also doing some exceptional things. And I know that I got haters on the panel, but I got to do it. It's been a while. The amazing, the outstanding, the charismatic, always man of the hour. Dr. says the illest because he suffers from that realness. The man with the fashion sense that can turn any pauper into a prince. One of the finest police officers who ever graced these great United States. Hear me, Nzo. These great United States. Everybody get on your feet, stand up and salute. Simplify himself. Are you not entertained? If you smell, la 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 la. Look at the hater. What daddy is cooking.
Hold
Are we on Danny's show?
No.
That's what I'm saying, Roberto.
I'm doing the whole thing right there.
Good job, JG. Good job.
That's what I'm saying, Roberto. Didn't we tell JG about these longer intros for Danny than us?
His intro is about the length of both of ours combined, you know?
I was going to do a new one, but I was so tired I couldn't come up with
JG, that was excellent, bro. I have nothing negative to say.
Oh my God. Let me just shout out you guys in the chat. Dewan, thank you for coming in. Elihu-Who, Basel, Divas, thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Danny's in the chat. Well, he came in. But I appreciate all you guys that come in and check out the show.
I have enough respect for those guys. They're here every week with us, man.
100%.
Always see the same guys. Dewan, Elihu, Basel, Dandelion comes in once in a while. There's a few of them that haven't come true in a while, and we burn weed, so we forget your names.
I know Tony.
So come on in so we can remember you.
Facts.
Tony, he's loose and just he's all over the place, man. He's always
Yeah. Tony's safe, man. I know Tony usually pops in, probably doing something else. Like, it's not like we're saying, "Oh, you guys got to be here." No. But we appreciate you when you do come, 100%. So if we don't say that enough, we're letting y'all know. But peace, love, and hair grease. We will see you on the next one. Tomorrow night will be the Dead City watch party, and then Friday we will do the From. So guys, make sure to check that out. Peace.
New brand yellow, I tell some clown. Till I come round, come for the 4 pound. Sit down, me love how you perform. You grabbing me body, you never go scratch your palm. Wait, your pussy good, me never dead so long. Wait, your pussy good, if you put it in a song. Tell you what the man say, him better run. Come, we fight for your pussy, old veteran. Watch how you step, land mine, set a pressure bomb. You just make it sitting tough up and I never gang. Squeegee round and leave him alone. Shake your bum, see the shape of your round. Leave your panty, the G-string at home. Tell her come see me, come for the 4 pound. Me a kai, sign your tits. 30 grapevine, bite your lips. Make you waistline, why not it? Don't waste time when I visit. Just come in a kissy, me know it risky. She a said that the jacket he go fit me. Disappear like when me do the trick. See a fight, but she did Lulu before 50. Come and make me pet a pussy genie. Me I know your brother nothing no wrong if you feel it. Pizza your order, but me deliver.